Hello, true believers, Bebots only, and it is morning. This is where I usually do my vloggings while the kids are still asleep. They're sleeping in. So while I have some peace and quiet, I am going to do, that's when I do my vlogs. So I usually I'll do my gameplay videos with this. And I sometimes I ask myself, why do I keep continue vlogging? I mean, what is the benefit to it? Well, it's kind of to educate people about real life here in the Philippines, because I know people put out a lot of content out there to just kind of blow smoke up your ass, and then it's misleading, it's not true. But versus here in this channel, we like to tell you the truth, and we like to give you documentation. And probably I'm not sure what I'm going to call this video. That, you know, safety, and it's about security and safety in the Philippines, but that's not going to be catchy, so I'm probably going to use a clickbait title. Yes, I use the term clickbait, like Bebots only going back to prison or going back to jail. So I was doing my Kristen Cebu update vlog because the guy is a slime ball. And if you don't know the reason why, then, or you do know the reason, but you refuse to accept it, and then you're just one of those cult followers. Okay, and let's get to this vlog. So this was, I was interrupted. The boss hands me this memo. So did you get the memo? Yeah, I got the memo. Here's the memo right here. So let's get to it, and I'll give you my thoughts and analysis on the subject matter. Okay, so this actually happened recently. This is a memo from the Security and Safety Department. So the subject is notice of violation, safety and healthy compliance, wearing a face mask. So May 31st, 2021. So this happened recently. Dear Mr., don't even address me by my proper title. Anyway, blessed afternoon to you and your family. This is to formally to inform you that you and your friends or family members keep on violating the safety and health implementing guidelines, specifically wearing face masks while outside your house and walking in car areas. Please see attached pictures. So here's me and my senior citizen scooter scooting around. As you can see, it's an open area, nobody around us. Here's another one of me, and see, there's me, there's Hero running over there, and then as you can see this from a distance, there's nobody around us. And then over here, look at this one. So here's us doing our sunset run. You've seen videos of our sunset run. I don't know over how much overtime this is. So here's pictures of us, and look how open and wide is this. And it's like, look at this. I have a picture of you. It's like you're not wearing your mask. Well, actually, our masks are actually in this bag. So here we are again. Here we go running. I think this person's in his car. And here we go running. I think Hero just got a fresh haircut. So Hero's running, and this person's enclosed in his car. So then we got some more pictures, and then look at this one. I think this is this person's arm. Here's Hero. Here's us. So and then here's another one. Here, he's definitely in this car because you could see the rear view. So we were going by a car. We were just walking by Hero over here. So the picture shows that you religiously violated the safety and health protocols, implementing guidelines and set by the government and through implemented by the homeowners association, as is mandatory to wear a face mask in public. In connection to the aforementioned, this letter will be served as your final warning. Repetition of the same will be reported to the proper authority. Your utmost confidence and highly appreciated. Thank you very much. And more power. Thank you much. And more power for respect for yours, the lieutenant of the security and safety manager. And I said, okay, well, here we go. Now you can look at this two ways here. So first of all, your first question is who took these pictures? Right? Did security take these pictures? Did a private citizen take these pictures? And of course, they're not going to divulge that information. But I would assume the best thing to do, knowing what I know, these were taken by concerned residents, and meaning by concerned. And why are they concerned? Is it obviously is because of my past, because of my history. That's why people like Brain Dead and his actions need to go to jail, because they make these videos about me, which is all based on lies, and then the lie becomes a truth when repeated over and over again and seen by many people. And then you get situations like this where you put people in danger. Now you can look. I look at it as it's good that security. So as you can see, I look at the safety. That's why I had no problem running around in the streets over here, because we have a very proficient, as you can see, safety security department. Now, if anybody's going to be coming in here violating any laws, it's going to be difficult. So that's why I have no problem being out and about, because as you can see, safety and security is going to make sure that nothing happens to me. Nobody's going to roll up to us and shoot me because of the police afraid of their of their criminal activities coming out. So this is what happened. And so eventually, so you're asking, so the first reaction is, it's kind of creepy that people are taking pictures and videos of you. And where does it start? Where does it end? Where is it legal? I guess I assume if somebody's in public, you can take pictures of them if they're violating something. You can't take pictures of them for no reason. So I eventually talked to the lieutenant. I said, Lieutenant, hey, what's up? What's the deal with these pictures? I was just trying to get a feel for who, what, and where. And he actually said, I was actually forced to do this. I did not want to do it. Usually our policy is just to, but the people who took these pictures forced me to do it. I had no choice. And I said, okay, well, our masks are in the bag. And he said, just the best thing to do is, and this is what we agreed on, is to have it somewhere where it's visible. So that way you could say, oh, look, that person has his mask, just in case he runs into anybody. I mean, as you could see from like this picture, it's like there's nobody around us. But if somehow, somewhere we run into people, then we have our mask to put on. After that, of course, you're probably asking the question is, are there other runners or joggers or walkers? Yes. Do they all wear masks? No. A majority of them to all of them don't wear masks. And are you the only person that this is happening to? Probably, I would say so. It's not like this is something they do to everybody who's not wearing a mask, because we run all the time. And if you look at people running, they don't wear a mask. But here's what I noticed after I got this memo. So we continue our running. But this time we just have a lanyard that's just kind of attached. They said if you just put it on and just put it on your chin, that's good enough. And what we look now is the security manager said you could even wear it on your wrist wherever. And then now I notice everybody running now has. Oh, I even noticed one holding it in her hand. There was two of them that were just holding it in her hand. One was holding it on their wrist. Another one was they just kind of like had a bandana around their neck. So they aren't using masks, but they do have it on their persons that's visible. And for me, my problem was our masks were in the bag that wasn't visible. So I spoke to the security manager. So we just have it anywhere on our bodies, on our wrists, on our neck, on our head. Then he goes, yeah, that's absolutely no problem. Okay, you just do that because that's what everybody does. Everybody knows that like it's possible to run because you need airflow to breathe. That you need so much oxygen when you're running, and you can't do that with a mask. So obviously he says he understands. You just have to have it on you. So this is what that memo is about. You just have to have it on your body somewhere. So of course we complied. We've been running ever since. But he said, this is just a formality. Don't worry about it because all homeowners associations have their own rules. This is private property. It's not like because I didn't wear a mask outside in public, that I'm gonna be going back to prison because of it. And the moral of the story here is that even though I'm an innocent person, I because of the lie, and like all lies, if you tell it enough and you tell enough people, it's gonna become the truth. That obviously there's going to be people out there that are going to be like brain dead and brain dead cult followers that want me to are unhappy that I'm out of prison, and obviously they're looking to they're going to use anything and everything to wish me back to go back to prison, even if something as simple as wearing a face mask in the middle of nowhere. And so probably the take home message over here is probably one is we have tight security over here. So as you can see, me and Hero are safe. We don't have to worry about anything bad happening to us because of the police and the problems that they pose, because they're the real organized criminal organization over here. Of course, disclaimer, whenever I say that, I'm sure there's going to be some that are going to be good, some that are going to be bad. But the moral of the story is you only need one to make your life a living hell, or worse, not living at all. So keep those in mind, but at least you have to keep in mind your safety and security. As you can see, another moral of the story is privacy. There's no privacy here in the Philippines. Even when you're out and about, people will be watching you, especially someone as popular like me. As like I said in my video, I am famous. I can't go anywhere without being recognized. So here we go. Here's proof of it. And next is that's why you have to be careful about what you put out there, what kind of lies you put out there, because this person, like I said, people have bad intentions now towards you, and this is why Brain Dead deserves to go to prison. That's why Brain Dead did the first video, and then he decided to re-edit after he didn't do it on his own voluntarily. Sissy, I was told by reliable sources, said that he was going to sue him if he didn't take down that video. So he didn't take down the video, but he re-edited it. And the reason why is for safety reasons, is because of that, you put out content like that, people are going to get hurt. Okay. And you get situations like this where you got people like this, you put out content like that, you put out media like that. And they're not interested in the details. They're not interested in the truth. They just want a reason to hate. They just want a reason to be angry. I mean, there's a saying that people feel pain. That's how they feel alive. People want to feel, so they hurt themselves. Same thing here is now they have an excuse to hurt, but not to hurt themselves, but to hurt other people, to hurt me specifically, because that's the only way they feel alive. That's the only way that they know they could feel something. Okay. And for these people like Brain Dead and his cult followers, that's just pathetic. Okay. There's so many ways to feel alive. I mean, I'm one perfect example. I discovered the fountain of youth. Okay. And that's one of the reasons, and that's the only reason why all these foreigners and these expats come here to the Philippines, because they want to feel alive, but it's all this fake alive. It's not real. And my probably theory is the person who took this picture is old, and his life has passed him by, and this is the only thing that he's looking for a purpose in life. Like his life hasn't had enough meaning and purpose in it, and this is the only thing that gives it meaning. And I was told by the security manager, I go, oh, so what about the other people that are running around wearing masks? Like I said, is this something that's being done to them? No, but so how legal is this? Well, you could do it if people aren't wearing masks. But like I said, I was looking around. Now that I noticed they're not wearing masks, but they are. So I can't take a picture of them because they have their masks on their persons somewhere. And so that's what we're doing. So we're not actually wearing the masks, obviously. We're just, Hero puts it on his wrist. I have like a lanyard that I just put around my neck. So would I go around taking pictures of other people? Just I would say no, because that would be silly, and just to prove a point. The answer is no. I wouldn't do anything like that because it's pathetic. So is this pathetic? Yes, but it is the is am I going back to prison because of it? No, the answer is no. I mean, are they trying? Definitely yes, they're trying. And uh, like I said, because of people like Brain Dead and their followers, this is happening. But like I said, at least we have security. Look at the positive side here. We have the security, even though it's something as small and pathetic as this is there, and it's doing their job, and I don't have to worry about it because it's a really easy fix. Here in the Philippines, I've got like 100 problems times 100, and just putting in the mask on my wrist, and now I have one less problem. So at first, of course, not knowing anything, the boss interrupted me because she wanted me to address this right away. And you have to understand, you have to put yourself in her position, that the boss has had PTSD since the night when the police terrorized our house for like 4 hours with them just like going through our private personal life. It's not something anybody should experience, but she lived through it. But it is something that triggers her every time something like this happens. It's the same feeling kind of takes over her, and I understand. And for me, I was, of course, this is not something that you want to receive, and this is not something you want to like. Okay, hey, look, I have people taking surveillance of us taking a walk or going for a jog. It's not an easy feeling, but at least you know that any other, like I said, at least safety and security is something that's prominent here, and you don't have to worry about anything happening, anything bad, anything happening to us. But if this is the worst thing that that will happen to us, then that's good. I'll take it. So as you can see, they follow protocol, and just as long as you have to just put it on. Like I said, I usually have this lanyard. I have everything in my bag. I have change of clothes in there, water, our cell phones, and masks and toiletries. Like I said, I just have it. If they ask me where's their mask, I just pull it out of the bag. But obviously, they usually don't bother us. Security doesn't bother us while we're running. I just they say where's your mask, and I'll pull out the bag. Here it is. Then go on our way. But instead, they wanted to go about it this way, which is fine. So, like I said, I had a civil conversation. You've all seen me. I'm a very civil guy, and I said, oh, that's no problem. We'll be compliant. So just like everybody else now, we're just running around with masks that are visible. Is it silly? Is it, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it petty? Yes, but these are the things we have to do and comply. So is it creepy now that when I'm looking around now that I know this, I've been looking at people around me, especially like old people, to see what they're doing. And we've run around several times right now, and maybe they don't know our schedule or something, or maybe they stopped after they've already collected these pictures. But I haven't seen anyone taking pictures. Now I look back and I suspect, is that one person? Is that one person? And now that I think about it, I'm thinking about when and where this picture was taken. Right here, I remember the day this happened. And then I remember walking by a car. I think it's I want to say some kind of SUV. So I'm mindful of that. So now this person, of course, is going to be hiding from me now that I know he's taking pictures of us. So I'm going to be looking for him now. And let's see what he has to. If I see him, I'll probably have a civil discussion with him. Hey, what's your deal? Are you doing this to everybody else or just me? Because like I said, enforcing the rules is fine, but enforcing the rules just for individuals and not as a whole is, I think the word probably best for is unethical. Okay, are you doing this for everybody else, or are you just doing this for me? And obviously we know the answer, and obviously we know why. But anyway, that's the vlog this morning. Let me know in the comments. So at first, of course, you're gonna say here, it's like you'll be repetition of this same will be reported to the proper authorities. Okay, what that is, of course, it's there to intimidate and scare, and these pictures are, and we know the reason why. So let's just keep that in mind, how these things, it's not something. That's why brain dead needs to go to prison, is because you can't be putting out lies like this and put people in danger. So the intention of this person taking pictures is they want to hurt us, obviously. And that's the kind of, and it's good to know, actually it's good to know, it reminds me, the positive thing, it reminds me that I can't be complacent. I was gonna say compliant. I can't be complacent. I have to know this is how you have to live here in the Philippines if you want to survive like me. Is you have to understand that there's people around you everywhere that want to hurt you because that's the only way that they can feel something. So because if they don't have anybody, because they don't have me to hurt, they're looking for somebody to hurt. And people like brain dead are giving them someone to hurt, even though it's based on a lie. So they don't have to hurt themselves. And the reason why they have to hurt is so they could feel something. That's the only way they feel that they're alive. And the sad thing is there's going to be people like that, and and just like brain dead. And why do they have to do, why would, you're here in the Philippines, why is that the only reason that you'll get your jollies off? There's so many. I can get satisfaction without having to do this to other people. But anyway, like I said, I just want to expose the truth, what expose the reality is. Of course, there's a lot of people out there that don't want that, because they want to bask in their ignorance. They want to because ignorance is bliss, and you only have one life. So this video and this channel, obviously, because the world is becoming worse and worse because of people like this, there's more and more people like this, that it's better for you to choose the blue pill. And it's getting, the people that are choosing the red pill, like in the Matrix, are getting in less and less like me. So that's fine. We just have to accept it, and we just have to live with it. And this video is to inform you that it is happening and what to do about it. What we're going to do about it, like I said, it's a pretty easy fix. Just comply. I just wear the lanyard around my neck. Problem solved. Well, that's one less thing to worry about. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you feel unnerved? Do you feel creepy about these pictures? Let me know what you think. But obviously, look at this picture. This person had to be from a distance. And as you can see, you've seen videos of us, there's nobody around us. Why do you need to wear a mask when there's nobody around you and you need to breathe? And like I said, it's just because of these protocols and rules. They want to use it against me. And what the reasons are, we already know. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Bebotsonly. Thanks for watching.